And I told you we cannot do it.
All right.
Forget what I said beforehand.
Welcome to the age of the great guilds.
Hi everybody, this is TheHande and I'm joined by Darabka.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And we're playing Loom. All right, is it better now?
Yeah, it's better.
All right, good. Yes, so this is Loom, this LucasArts adventure game. A bit of a weird one, but pretty cool. I've done a review video of this.
Yeah, it's good. I played it through myself.
Yeah, quite a few years ago. This came out. The original game came out the same year as Secret of Monkey Island, but this is the later version with the upgraded graphics and also this voiceover, which the original game didn't have. Yeah. There is one sad thing that they kind of had to cut out from the.
I wonder why the elders want to see me.
All right, now.
I'd better get down to the village.
Okay, I talked a little bit over that opening, but well, you got the message. Whoa, okay. All right, it gave me a little message there, but yeah, this is kind of a yeah. So the original game came out in 1990, and then later they made a newer version of it where they up the amount of colors in the graphics and also added the voiceover. But this version actually is missing. In the original game, there were like these close-ups when you talk to characters, like the one you just saw of Bobbin, who's the main character. And you knew about that, right?
Yes, of course.
Yes. All right. So this is made with the Scum game engine, but you will notice that the interface is a little bit different if you play some of the other Scum games like Monkey Island.
Yep.
The last leaf of autumn.
Yeah. So it has this where you click at an item and it shows up here. Then when you click it again, that's when Bobbin does stuff to it. Yeah. All right. At first, we have to get down from this mountain. This is a pretty scenery that we have here.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the game in general. Like, it's to me, maybe some people think it's a more obscure game, but than like with the LucasArts games. But it's I like the setting and the game itself. You know, I had really fun playing it through.
Yeah, this is a
and it has a cool gimmick too to it. You know, with the puzzle solving.
Yeah,
which we'll see.
Yes, we will see in just a minute. And it's kind of funny that this game is that a core part of the gameplay is music, as we will see. But there's actually isn't a lot of audio for the most part. It's usually during the cutscenes, like where you like at the start you saw in the intro.
Yeah. So
you do actually have to walk around quite a lot as Bobbin. It really does feel like you're going on a big adventure.
It's every adventure game. It's you clicking around and checking out shit.
Yeah, but the point is specifically like Bobbin walks quite slowly, so it does take you a while to get around. Yeah.
So again, that's like most adventure games where they walk pretty slowly.
Well, yeah, no, but I felt like, especially like if you compare this to Monkey Island, like Guybrush really books it. Like he's like power walking all over the place. Okay. Yeah. And also in the Sierra ones, in the Sierra games, you can adjust the speed at which the character
That is true. That
walks.
Is very true.
Yeah.
Even the oldest King's Quest have that feature.
Yeah. All right. So now I click the tapestry, so it shows the tapestry, and when I click it,
there's the long.
I thought that I had the text turned on, but
the threads.
Oh, there we go.
The creation of the world and the passing of the two shadows.
Yeah, and this is also this is a very different kind of adventure game, also because this was done by Bryan Moriarty.
Here's more of the tapestry. The pattern shows the entire history of the Weavers, back to the founding of the great guilds.
And actually, this opening, like, it actually kind of jumps kind of straight in. There isn't like a whole lot of like exposition at the start. So
well, I don't know if you know, but as Swinglewood, so did you know? There was an audio play cassette, I think also in English and in German, which actually it was a whole introductory story for your character.
Yeah, I know. I've listened to it. It's weird that in the re-releases, I don't know. Maybe I should check. Maybe it is somewhere in the files for the download. But yeah, you're absolutely true. There was a C cassette, and that's actually where these voice actors were used originally. So this voice actor who's Bobbin, so it's Mother Hetchel, who a character we'll meet just momentarily, but Mother Hetchel telling the story to Bobbin, and also kind of introduces the central game mechanic a little bit as well. Yeah, but it's weird, like how the game just kind of jumped straight into. I'm reminded of the way how I got kind of thrust into the plot of Gabriel Knight 3 because I didn't know that there was a comic that explained the beginning of it. So you kind of just piece it together as you go along a little bit, or I piece it together a little bit, and then later discovered that there is a comic on the CD.
Oh, I didn't know that there was a comic because I did read the creator made a creator for Gabriel Knight made a comic, which is like a sequel to Gabriel Knight 3. It happens after Gabriel Knight 3.
Yeah, I know about that, but Gabriel Knight 3, I think it originally might have shipped with the game when it came like in the big box, but by the time when I bought my copy, it was already like the re-release version, which had the DVD case. So it was just a PDF on the first disc, and I didn't, and you know. That was a little bit of like poor planning on their part, I guess.
The last section tells about the decline of the guilds.
Well, you know.
Village shadow gathering. That's strange. The end is completely torn off.
Yeah, I guess the tapestry might be a reference to the Jesus, I forget what it's called, but there's this super long tapestry, I think in France. But it tells about like a lot of the history of the yep,
early medieval history. Yeah, it tells that. Yeah, I know which tapestry you talk about. Yeah,
it's this super long one that has all these like historical battles and things. But damn it, I do not remember what it's called though. Yeah, but this is really nice.
Me neither. So it's all good.
Yeah, all right. And now we're gonna see what's gonna go down here.
There's Hetchel. And the elders don't look at all pleased with her.
You have heard the findings of this council, Dame Hetchel. Have you anything to say in your own defense?
My elders, my actions speak for themselves.
This reckless defiance is intolerable. Any secret you share with Signa's son might be turned against us.
His talent is awakening, and the power is very strong in him. We dare not desert him now.
Stubborn old fool! Who are you to decide such things?
Enough, Lachesis. Hetchel, I'm grieved to see your many years of service end in such disgrace.
My destiny is yours to weave.
Hetchel, the fabric of your life has been woven by your own choices.
Gaze once more upon the great Loom, if you would know your ultimate destiny. For that destiny is now upon you.
Yeah, you can kind of tell that the voice acting wasn't originally like planned for the game because sometimes the text like disappears before the lines are like over.
What does it mean? Something is deeply wrong. That draft has never failed before.
What is that noise? Outside!
The guild is under attack!
Who dares to desecrate the great Loom of the Weavers?
This is the work of that demon boy! We should kill him while we still can!
Your name will be cursed forever, son of Signa, Loom child, Bobbin, Thread...
My name? But I had nothing to do with this. Wait! Where are you going? No explanations. No goodbyes. And once again, I'm left behind.
It kind of reminds me of Jawa a little bit, doesn't he?
Jawa?
You know, from Star Wars.
Oh, okay. Wait.
It's
Jawa?
Looks.
Jesus Christ. As a Star Wars fan, I'm like, I don't know, Jawa. Oh, the Jawas?
You know, from A New Hope.
Oh yeah, the Jawas. Yes, the little Jawas. Yes. Oh my
the little
god.
hooded guys, you know,
The
steel
race.
robot
Yes,
from
yes,
the desert.
yes. The Jawas. Yes.
Okay. All right.
I had a couple of beers in me, not too many.
Oh boy!
Yeah,
now,
the
now we
Jawas.
have the stick, or I guess he calls it like the distaff.
Yeah.
So now it
Well,
shows,
it's his race of how they do magic is through
yeah.
you know as,
So
as
yeah, exactly. So the thing is, so this is now the core game mechanic, and that's actually the interesting thing about this is that so you learn these like different notes, and you can actually play these. You can.
It might help to point at something first.
Oh yeah, I have to have something selected, but yeah. So you can like click on these to play the notes, but you can also play these using the keyboard. And the thing about this is that the spells are actually randomized in each playthrough. So you know, if you have the spells, so what I have done is actually I have a piece of paper ready to write down the spells. Although you don't get to use them, I seem to recall you only use them like that you don't use them too many times through the game. Like
No,
usually,
you don't.
usually
Yeah.
the first, just for that puzzle that you have to solve at that very moment. All right, and so
Yeah.
here's the little egg. Oh yeah, and also one other thing I wanted to point out, like they called Bobbin, that's our character, son of Signa, and Cygnus spelled kind of the same, but with US at the end actually. So that is the Latin word for swan. So yeah.
Yeah, which will be also more important at the end of the game.
Yes.
Actually.
All right, so now, yeah, so this is the egg that Hatchel turned into, and we will now click on it. So, ECED.
The egg is trying to open.
Yes, so now you can do the spell by clicking it, the notes. I might use the keyboard later, but I just wanted to show that.
Yeah.
That's a nice little sparkle effect.
Yeah, it's classic Dusty.
Yes, my boy.
What's happening? The whole village has flown away without us.
From the moment you came into this world, Bobbin, great and terrible things have been happening. The elders hoped that your birth was the cause of it.
Why would the elders want to get rid of me? I'm such an awful weaver that they never even let me study with the others.
They fear you, Bobbin. When the swan arrived, they were already trying to weave the same draft on you that they had worked on me. But the draft turned against them. It means only one thing, that the pattern is failing of its own accord.
No. Can't it be stopped?
Stop chaos? The only thing to do is embrace it.
Oh dear, that looks like a bit of an
Turn
animation
ourselves
error.
into
Like
creatures of shadow, or plan.
the Hetzel looked like he was
Escape.
walking over like Bobbin's feet there,
We are to survive.
Yeah.
We
because
must
it
find out
kind of looked
where
like
that flock
she's
is
supposed to
from
be
and
walking
join them if we can.
like her model's a little higher up, so she should be
Already
like walking
found
behind
the
Bobbin.
process distaff. Good.
It's not so bad.
Won't be able to weave very much with it at first, but as you practice, its true power will be revealed to you. It's time to leave this island, Loom child. Your destiny lies beyond the sunset, across the sea.
Mother Hetchel, where are you going?
Goodbye, Bobbin. I must follow the swans.
Well, this is a fine mess. Everybody's gone and I still don't understand what's going on. Why do they keep calling me
Yeah, this is the lore is deep in this, so it can be a bit confusing when you're playing the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also really cool, actually. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got the Loom there. You see that it's showing the notes that are still in gray. So as we progress through the game, like more of the notes become available to us. But right
Yeah.
now we can't play those notes. Yeah. So yeah, this is a pretty cool game though. So and Bryan Moriarty, who created this, It was originally like from Infocom, who used to do like a lot of like those text adventure games in the 80s, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't actually.
I didn't know that, but yeah.
Yeah, so and his entire I actually watched his like postmortem of this game, and he talked a lot about it, how this game was, he designed this game specifically because he wanted because the big problem with a lot of adventure games back in the day, because there was no internet, and thing is, like, if you got stuck in a game, that was it. Like, if somebody couldn't tell you like how to solve a puzzle, like, you were stuck. So he got really frustrated by that. So he designed this game specifically so that it would be pretty easy to figure out puzzles and make progress. So you never got stuck for very long.
Well, people also said that this game is too easy. Once you figure out the
exactly.
Basic,
yeah, that's something that
which honestly I think I disagree, because adventure games, especially old ones, could be quite difficult already.
Yeah, exactly. That shows you like the difference in attitude. Like back in the day, people expected like these adventure games to be like obtusely hard. And so that's why this game got kind of ripped on a little bit. But, it has a very loyal fan base these days as well. And a lot of people say that, this is the game that was their kind of gateway drug to adventure games.
Grass green. I hate that color.
So Bobbin doesn't like green for some reason. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. GFF. All right. GFFE, but we can't do that spell yet because we don't have the G or the F. I have to write that down. But I think that's the spell that turns things green, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you'll only need it later, so...
Yeah.
That's the Book of Patterns. I already know what's in it.
Yeah. And Bryan Moriarty, he didn't stick around LucasArts for a very long time. Like, this was the only game that he headed from start to finish. And then very briefly, he was the project lead on The Dig, but he never finished it. The Dig was a game that actually changed hands a couple of times. I think Ron Gilbert was originally supposed to head it, but then Ron Gilbert left LucasArts, and so Bryan Moriarty headed it for a little while. And then it went to Sean Clark, who was one of the Sam & Max guys. So, and he's the one who eventually like finished the game. So, oh yeah, here we are, in the forest.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess the owl won't do anything.
Another owl.
CD, okay. Oh, am I supposed to look at all of these? And
one thing that you said about the whole, they're like Jawas, that's true, but there's a lot of, cloaked figures. What I read in the lore is that the race of the Loom Weaver race, that Bobbin is part of, they hide their faces because they're very ugly. They're very inbred. That's what I read.
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, and we're actually, there's a later in the game we're shown that what happens if you take Weaver's like hood off.
Yeah, that's true.
Something kind of bad happens as well. So
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Well.
Didn't know there were so many owls in these woods.
CDD, okay.
Because like you mentioned Javas, and that's fine, and I do agree. But on the other hand, of course, there's the Final Fantasy Black Mages, or there's also the Trollins, aka Orko, who all also hide their faces, except their ears, and they only show it to the person that they love.
He's fast asleep.
Oh yeah, isn't there's something in the bramble?
Ouch.
Oh dear. Okay, poor little bunny rabbit got taken away.
Isn't there in Shira there's an evil sorceress like one of the minions of Hordak, who is like basically Orko, just
oh, you mean Shadow Weaver? Yeah.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I always thought, is she of the same race as Orko? Just like
no, actually,
maybe Orko
no, she actually does what you said about the about the Weavers that they're so ugly. That's why they hide their faces. That's actually why Shadow Weaver also, because she was corrupted by evil magic. Because she used to be like a good magician, but then she got corrupted by the evil magic. Oh wait, can we use the egg spell on this? Let's try it.
I need to take a break quick.
Right. So we're back from the restroom break, and actually, that's so. I just remembered. Well, yeah, that's so funny that you didn't remember the She-Ra character's name, but yeah, Shadow Weaver, and Bobbin is also a Weaver. So I guess hey, multiverse theory or whatever.
Multiverse theory, yes. Well,
yeah. Well, actually, I think well,
the world of Loom would fit very neatly in the Masters of Universe world.
Let's now finally crack open this clam. So,
crack open the clam.
Because we have to do a whole bunch of stuff before we get the F chord.
It's kind of interesting that you needed a spell to crack open the clam.
Okay, and wait.
Like maybe I don't know if your character is just lazy or weak that he cannot crack open the clam.
Yeah, I know, but it's also like we have to keep. There's that one tent that's completely dark. I'm wondering, like, what did we have to do to turn the lights on in that one tent?
I do remember that. I don't remember how to turn the lights on, but I do remember that. Yeah, that's the tent.
Oh wait, here it is. So just look at the darkness.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I can't see a thing. Wonderful.
You cast magic missile into the darkness.
Okay, I cannot. I guess I can't. I thought.
It's a joke.
Ever clean up after themselves?
Yeah, I think there has to be a lantern or something we have to. And I guess that might give us the spell.
You know, that's the typical like adventure game thing where you have these burning fires, and why can't you just copy them as spells, and to use it as a light source?
Yeah.
But of course you have to go to a specific lantern.
The stars. Apparently I can just click them. So.
I like the view from the cliff better.
That sounds like a clue to me. So let's go back to the cliff.
I don't know, Bobbin seems like very, I don't know, he's a bit stoned, but not too much, just a little bit. I don't know.
Okay, hey, yeah, good. I think this is it. A little bit of backtracking, I guess is what we needed to do here. Or, okay, he's still going. Okay. Does he? Oh, okay, he goes all the way back up here. All right.
It's dawn.
Okay, no. Dang it, what?
It's dawn. It's dawn.
Alright. Let me just quickly try this. Because I know one of these spells we have to use backwards at one point. Oh, yeah, okay.
It worked.
Okay, that worked.
Jesus Christ. It's like let's blow up the island or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Well, you did summon lightning and blew up the tree.
Yeah, the tree, and that's what we're gonna use to get off the island. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You made basically a makeshift raft.
All right. I wonder if we've now done enough to get at least the.
What was the spell that you used to cast the lightning? What was it exactly?
I just used I used the same spell as the egg, which is I guess the open spell. And so I opened up the skies. That's why the lightning came down.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the other one we talked about characters that remind us of the Loom race, the Loom Weaver race. Of course, you gotta mention the Black Mages from Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah, and actually, you know what? I think we have to stop it there for the first episode, and we'll continue in the next one. See you then.